Hey everybody, back again for another SOTA Street Fighter figure review. This is one of my more favorite characters, I guess you could say. He's another one of the Shotos. This is Master Goken. This is the guy that trained Ryu and Ken. It's Kuma's brother, I believe. I'm not up to date on all of the Street Fighter lore, but I think that's the story behind this character. This is based on the Udon comics. I think that's how you pronounce that. I've never read the comics, but I think this is the version of Goken that's in the comics. There are a total of 5 different versions of him. Every single version was exclusive somewhere or another. I'm not exactly sure. I think they were all SDCC exclusives except for the yellow one, but I'm not positive, so look that up online. I don't know off the top of my head. But let's go ahead and get into the review. The core of the body is basically just Akuma. He's got different wraps on his hands and on his legs. So those parts are different. The head is different, obviously, but overall it's the same figure. The head is just really nicely detailed. He's got different shades in his beard. He's got the scar painted on his forehead, top of his head. His eyes have a lot of detail in them. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Yeah, he's got a really good amount of detail. I like that a lot in this figure. His bandages on his hands are shaded nicely, and on his feet. And the only accessory he comes with, unfortunately, is this Shoryuken fire thing that is supposed to snap on his hand. It really doesn't do it very well on some of the figures. It's kind of just hit or miss if this snaps on well or not. It looks nice, but most of the time you're not going to get it to stay on. So maybe use one of those little clear rubber bands that come with some action figures to hold it on. Not a big deal. He's a nice looking figure overall. He's got all the same articulation as Akuma, all the different foot rotation there. The toe's a little loose, but who uses that part anyway? The standard ankle, let's see, doesn't rotate anywhere in there, or does it? Yeah, it does. Cool, I forgot about that. Rotates right there. Double jointed knee, standard ball joint hip. It has a waist twist, ab crunch, ball jointed head, single jointed elbow, regular wrist and hand articulation. Just another one of the SOTA's great figures, I think. Great paint app, great sculpt, very nice display figure. Let's go ahead and get into the variants. First variant is the exact same figure with a different head sculpt. This is the Battle Cry version. I really like this head sculpt. Some people didn't care for it, I guess, but I think it looks very nice on display. Great version of Goken. The only real problem with these figures is his big bushy eyebrows didn't get a whole lot of paint on the top or on the bottoms. It's just really on the front, so sometimes it looks kind of weird, but aside from that, the paint app is great. You can see his teeth and his tongue, and just all the nice little details are in there. So I'm not complaining because of the eyebrows. So there's the Battle Cry version. This one pretty much, aside from the yellow one, I think is probably the rarest one. I could be wrong, but I see a lot fewer of these popping up on eBay than the other ones, and they tend to sell for a little bit more. I might be getting confused with this version here, which is the battle damaged or dirty variant. You can look that up and see for yourself. This is the exact same figure as the regular number one, player one, whatever you want to call it, but he's got some textured dirt and mud spots all over him. No blood, I don't think, on this guy. I don't really remember seeing any. I don't see any offhand, but all the dirt and like soot spots are textured. So that's a really nice detail. He's got them all over his pants, on his gi, his chest, his arm, his gloves, his knuckles, really everywhere, his head. So that's a really nice looking variant. Especially appreciate the fact that it's textured. It's not just some paint thrown on there that looks like a cheaply done custom figure. It's a nice variant, actually. So I would pick this one up if you're into buying multiples of each figure. It's a pretty nice looking one. The next version is the Spirit of Goken, I believe is what they called it. This is because I think Akuma killed Goken and he came back as a ghost, I believe, or a spirit. So they made this figure. It's solid, translucent blue, just a hint of blue. It's mostly clear. Unfortunately, inside the torso, the clear part's a little bit yellower. I think you can see it a little bit in the camera. Overall, he's mostly blue and clear, so Very nice. He's got all of his pegs are blue, I believe. Like darker, clear blue, almost like the Psycho Bison. So you can see them, they kind of stand out. But it's not too bad. The exact same mold as the Player One version. But he's all clear, and his fire matches him. It's not the red and yellow fire like the other ones. So this one's cool. It used to be harder to come by. I think people are letting them go on eBay for pretty cheap nowadays. So if you like this kind of figure, look for it now. You get it for a good deal. And this is the hardest to come by Master Goken. I think this was an online exclusive from SOTA.com. Not 100% sure, but I think so. And this is the exact same as the Battle Cry version. It's the regular old body, Battle Cry head, and the yellow gi. Everything else is the same on him except for the color of the gi and the Battle Cry head. And he's got this nice kanji on his back. It really painted well on him. The Evil Ryu, his is a little faded in some spots and not very clean. Some of the Akuma, the Shin Akuma, it's okay, it's not bad, but this one's really good. It's almost like a decal. It might even be, I'm not sure. That candy's really nice on there, and this is a great looking figure. This is my favorite of the bunch for sure. He looks really nice. Got all the same detail work on the paint app for the head, but the yellow gi just stands out. And only a small percentage of the soda collectors have this figure. It's up there with the with the preview Shin Akuma, which I might review later on, and the Gray T-Hawk's one of the more rare ones also, and that's the only one I don't have, as a matter of fact. So pick up this one if you can find it for a good price. Anything under $100 is a steal, so try to grab it. Any of the Goken figures, though, you won't be disappointed. They're all very nice figures. Let's see if we can get. Let's not use that one. Get a nice group shot with a couple different versions. Battle Cry yellow, regular face normal, and the Spirit version. Let's see if they'll stand. There we go. There's a good group shot of all the Master Gokens. Very nice figure. They're all exclusive, so any of them are good to pick up if you get a chance for a good price, especially if you're a pretty big Street Fighter fan. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more SOTA Street Fighter reviews, some Transformers, maybe some custom figures. We'll see what the future holds. But in the meantime, keep collecting.